We're live. The home of the Chicago Bulls, the United Center. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Just a single game at home. After this one, it's back on the road for the Bulls.
And this is a chance for them to go 2-0 against this team. They won that first meeting, and with a 3-game season series, they can clinch a winning record against them here tonight.
And how nice would it be to stick that in your back pocket after just 2 games, guys? I mean, I know they think that's what's going to happen because they played with that kind of confidence in the first meeting. They feel very good about this one.
Now, Thibault, after Zion Williamson missed from long range. And Matisse Thibault hits from deep.
You know, as you add experience, you start to see the floor better. That was a sweet find by Drummond.
Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
From 20 feet out, back to Durant. Clock at 6. Over Thompson. The shot by KD. No good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
It's deflected. Pass to Hawkins. Back to Simons. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. KD on the wing. Shoots. Cans the shot from the wing.
Well, that's virtually impossible to defend. I mean, with Durant's length, those long arms, and the high arcing shot that he shoots, the best you can do as a defender is challenge him and hope he misses.
And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. An easy 2 points on the layup. Durant's got his second basket of the night.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Simons. Pass to Drummond. Orlando grabs the miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Simons. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Magic ball.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Orlando. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing. Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Back to Thompson. And he drives in. It's hauled in by Thibault.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but you need just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The Bulls shooting their first free throw this game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about.
If you want the T-shirt, we have to be.
The Bulls leading. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, puts it up from 15. Here's Drummond. Outside Durant. A second chance effort. That one good for 2. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Right side, Griffin. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Hawkins.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Durant missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And that speed and athleticism of Griffin, a lethal combination when he's on the break.
And it goes down 2 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Personal foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Jackson. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
There's the triple. And the Bulls, another 3.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Left side, Griffin. Right outside. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. And that one drops for him. Griffin's got his second basket of the night.
That is room service delivery from right there. What a sweet dime to create a high percentage shot.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Jackson. Second chance shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The first one falls. And so Jackson nails both of them. Chicago leading by 3. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Pass to Griffin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson down low. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The layup off target.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. All sorts of time. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Chicago. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Right back after this break.
18.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
You know, something else they've done really, really well, and I know the analytics don't support it, but they've made the most out of their mid-range jumper opportunities.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Simons grew up under the tutelage of his father, whose workout regimen sometimes left his son in tears. Anthony said, "I didn't get real joy from working out until middle school. By high school, it was just a normal day. It was so ingrained into me, working out extra and getting up as many shots as possible." Kevin?
Well, it brought him here, David. Thank you so much for the story. Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
He gets it in there. And players and coaches want a consistent whistle, Clark. Isn't that harder, though, when minor contact can be called a foul?
Yeah, it is, Kevin, but I do think the officials do a great job. At the NBA level, there's more latitude for physical contact. These are the best players in the world. They're also the most athletic and the strongest players in the world. So giving them room, and I think the officials do a great job of officiating the game the way it should be. And I understand the cry about consistency, but remember now, the officials, much like the players, coaches, and broadcasters, they too are human.
Here are the Magic now. The Bulls getting the bucket. And Williamson throws it down.
That's just all Zion. But once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's simply a gimme for a player of his caliber. I mean, the defense cannot allow that.
Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. And he makes all 3.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Durant with a wide open look. Hits it from 3-point range. KD's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Kick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
The Magic shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And Simons wide open. He'll fight. The 3-pointer no good. And Thibault sends it back. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The Bulls leading by 6. Durant attacking. Simons on the wing. Still yet to score.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's Durant, and he makes good on the layup. KD's got 5 points now this quarter.
What doesn't Kevin Durant do? He's showing us everything here.
Griffin can't get it to go in.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Fires from the corner, and the Bulls tack on 2 more. The Magic trailed by 10. Here's Jackson. It's Drummond with the rebound. Now the Bulls with it. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I don't think you could design a better scorer than Durant. I mean, range from deep, the touch at the rim, excellent handle, 7 feet tall. He does everything you want from your first option.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far, and he makes the first.
At the line for the Bulls, Kevin Durant.
Durant hits them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
And Griffin, here we go. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Griffin, an athletic big man. Nice job drawing that foul on the drive.
Down low. Outside for KD. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Here's Griffin after the made shot from KD. Griffin's shot is off. Chicago leading by 10. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Simon.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Number 24.
And so here's Orlando. Pass to Jackson. And the call will be against Anthony Simon. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 8. And the dunk by Jackson.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Outside Jackson. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. The Bulls leading by 10. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Another one falls for Chicago.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
And a big man that plays with a lot of versatility in his game. Opponents have to be cautious of Griffin on the drive.
He's off on the first.
At the line for 2.
No good on the second free throw.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. Big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
That will count, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Chicago Bulls up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Bulls leading by 12. Here's Simons. Bridges outside. Pass to Whitmore. Launches a three. Good on the triple. Whitmore's got 5 points so far.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Pass to Bridges. Whitmore with it. Top of the key jumper, no good. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Bulls lean in on their veteran core. Zach LaVine said you just got to be consistent every day and have championship habits. Each and every day you've got to have a goal in mind and get to that mindset of we're building for something. We've all sacrificed a little bit for the greater good. Kevin?
And that's what we're talking about. That's what it takes. David, thanks. Bridges with the steal. Here's Simons. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Simons has got his second bucket of the game to go. Williamson in the post. He's got 11. And the dunk by Williamson.
And he's capable of being so dominant offensively. Zion just trampling the defense.
Three-pointer, Simons. Again, Simons missing.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
Here's Whitmore. A fadeaway. That one falls. Whitmore's got 5 points in the quarter.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
Zion Williamson again.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Simons from outside. Traps in the tray. Simons has got 7 points.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Here he goes. Williamson outside. This one for three. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And what a great start to the second half. They've hit everything they've looked at thus far. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Jackson with it. Guarded now by Durant. And stolen by Drummond. Puts up a deep three. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Here's Griffin. Jackson down low. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
He takes it in, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Now here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
And the rebound goes to Griffin. And so Griffin will bring it up for Orlando. Trailing by 10. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for him. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Pass to Durant. Kevin Durant, bullseye, money on the 3.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Back to Griffin. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Chicago leading by 13. Goes up on the high post. No good off the back of the rim. Outside Griffin. Chicago grabs the miss. .106 left to play in the third. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. He's got 16. The Magic trailed by 15. Pass to Jackson. Over Drummond. And nothing is falling for him right now. Chicago with the ball. Shoots from the corner. And no good that time. Here are the Magic now. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
And here's KD for 3. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. A nice shot by Griffin.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area of the floor, expect him to finish.
Bible on the wing. Pass to Hawkins. KD on the wing. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. KD's got 34.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
And so it's Chicago. 13 points up at the end of the period. Everything's falling apart. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's the Magic with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Here's Thompson. Kicks it out to Williamson. 6 to shoot. Tries again. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Durant. From the high post. Another shot. That one a little long.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle, to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And that one drops. And the Bulls lead by 13. And breaking down some numbers here, the huddle stats for Chicago.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And also, they continue to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 1 points in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Nice move. He rips it home after the terrific move.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Here's Durant. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Durant's got 36.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and, you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 10 rebounds. And they go to the intentional foul. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Substitution on the court. Time out on the court starts to Orlando. Who wants the defense?
short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He knows they struggled at the free throw line, but he actually looked at the positive. He said, if we continue to get to the foul line, good things are going to happen, but we have to keep getting there. Maybe that'll take the heat off him.
Thanks, David. They grabbed their own miss. Second shot opportunity.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Williamson in the post. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 12. Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Pass to Simons. Murray with it. Back to Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
And the call will be against Anthony Simons. And that'll be his third foul so far. Greg is a guy that led the offense, a floor general. Do you think we're in the golden era of point guards?
It's hard to say. I mean, the 80s had Magic and Isaiah. The 90s had Stockton and Peyton. The 2000s with Nash and Kidd. But this era is deep. You got Curry, Lillard, Doncic, Morant, and, of course, CP3 is still going. Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house. Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Simons surveying the D. And it's Whitmore missing. The Magic trailed by 13.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Chicago.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for KD.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
At the line for the Magic, Thompson.
He misses the free throw.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, good.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Outside Durant. .34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The long distance three is buried.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Good on the bucket.
Just too strong. Zion not to be denied.
The shot by KD. No good. Williamson in the post. It's tipped. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks.